How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 11 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Pallegney. And where we last left off, we ended up taking out a massive loan, $400,000 loan, in order to purchase the biogas plant sitting right here in front of you, as well as installing a new fertilizer production. That's right, we're taking slurry and digestate that we are just naturally producing from our cows, from our sugar beet processing, and we are transporting it over to the new fertilizer maker and producing it from slurry. We're also taking the digestate that we're producing as a byproduct here, and we are making a new product, the fertilizer, that is going to be infinitely more valuable. We're taking a $50 per 1,000 liter product and making it into a $2,000 per 1,000 liter product. It's a huge increase. And even with the reduction of, I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio at that production site, it still far and away outweighs the amount that we're reducing it by to the amount that we're actually going to be able to get from that product. So what do we have going on here today? As you can see, I have stopped up at the biogas plant, and I was working on a couple of contracts in the background, and one of them was a hay contract. So we produced hay, took it up to the forage dealer, and we sold it off. We then had another one that was for silage bales. As you can see, these are all the silage bales that I have left over from that contract. We have what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? 10 bales total left over. So my thought was to go ahead and come up here and load all this silage. I think it's like 75,000 liters of silage into the biogas plant, because we take a look at the biogas plant itself. Right now we're using slurry and we're using sugar beets cut in order to feed this process. You can see it's producing relatively decent amount of digestate. It's getting shipped off over to the farm automatically, no problem. But 76 liters of digestate per cycle here, it's not that great for the cut sugar beets. It's a little bit better for the slurry, just a little bit at 152, but 636 liters plus the power plus the methane. We are going to make out really good by just loading it up kind of top heavy with silage at this point in time. And then once we can kind of shift gears and change over to the alfalfa is where it's at. Because check it out, silage 2,120 liters in for 1,900 liters of electricity, 1 liter of methane, and 636 liters of silage. Or, I'm sorry, digestate. But you take 1,600 liters, you still get that 1,900 liters of electricity. So it's actually a greater production for the alfalfa. You get the liter of methane and the same amount of digestate. That is huge. This is going to be our moneymaker, and this is what we're going to be looking for going into the future. But we got to wait. We got to wait because we got 2 fields, and they're loaded with mustard right now. So the mustard didn't really play out the way I was really hoping it to, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and get loading this into the digestate, or in the digester here. Actually, I probably should unwrap these because it might not be good to load up the bales. Nope. Can I? I thought I could. What is the button to unwrap them? Nope, wrong one. Might be because it's actually on top of the trailer. It's just overriding the cut with the tension belt. So that's fine. It's not a big deal. So let's bring this down. All right, 3 bales. Let's load this into. Actually, here we could do this. Load it down. And then, oops. I wasn't thinking about that. Parked it just a little too close. That's all right. Load up these three. Let's see what that gets us. Those 6 bales so far. Oh, plenty of space. There's going to be plenty of space. Cool. I was a little bit worried as to whether or not we're going to have the space for doing this. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. It's like it hit the rim on the basketball net. There we go. Let's get this last bale. Perfect. Look at that. Now, 75,397 liters. And it's about half full. So, I mean, really, we could probably fit about 150,000, give or take, into this production. So that's not too shabby. Now we should be really producing some digestate. Yeah, look at that. So every liter of digestate will eventually make its way over to the farm. And once it makes it to the farm, it's going to get turned into fertilizer, and then we'll be good to go. So that's fantastic. I'm really excited about that. So now, let's go ahead and connect to this trailer. We are leasing this trailer. I need to return it, and then head back to the farm, and that's that's really about it. I mean, we really don't have much going on right now. We're in May. There's no contracts. We just had the 2 contracts. And that was it. That was really about it for what's going on at the moment. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of that again. All right. So I'm going to return this equipment, head back to the farm, and likely going to have to get into June in order to start seeing some progress. So I will go ahead and cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as I can. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we are back here at the farm. So the first hay contract I mentioned a few minutes ago, I ended up putting the few extra bales that we got from it into the storage here. So you can see we've got quite a bit of silage, quite a bit of hay. We're doing all right in the ways of goods. But where we're really starting to make some progress is we're starting to get a good amount of lime. We got some stones squirreled away in there. We've got a good amount of fertilizer in here, 5,000, almost 6,000 liters. But here, almost 18,000 liters in here. And we're just going to keep on producing. So what I'm going to do at this point, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward and get us into the next month. So hopefully we can pick up some contracts and do all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to very much kind of keep an eye on both of these production points. This one here, I mean, this one's pretty much frozen at the moment. It's not going to do anything until I put more manure in it. This one is going to need to be babysat because it's going to now start producing quite a bit of product. We're going to get quite a bit of digestate coming in here. So for every 2 liters, we're going to get 1 liter of fertilizer out of this. So every 2 liters of digestate, we're going to get 1 liter of fertilizer out of it. And yeah, you can see that that's going to add up pretty quickly. You can see down here, yeah, 2 to 1 is a 2 to 1 ratio. If we are continuing to produce right now at, let's see. So right now we'd get about, what is that, 225 liters. So, and we still got time. It's still chugging away. It's still producing. So that's what we got to do. We just got to kind of babysit. We also need to kind of keep an eye on this, make sure that we're not producing too many sugar beets to kind of freeze this production site. We're going to be producing more slurry, more stones. That's going to get distributed amongst the lime maker and the fertilizer maker over there. I mean, we're in really good position to be able to start really doing some big things with fertilizer. We're going to really start helping and supplying the local area with a bunch of good high quality fertilizer. So let's go ahead and detach from the bale grab right here, like so. And then, like I said, I'm going to cut us out. Going to rinse off some of this equipment first, but I'm going to cut us out and cut us back in here in the following month. We'll see you in a while. All right, so here we are in the early hours of June, and we have been busy in the background, but we've also been getting really busy right here and now. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So my chickens were starting to run out of food, and I didn't have a way to fill them. I tried using my bucket, but for some reason it didn't want to work. So I ended up buying, in the background, a nice little wheelbarrow. I'm going to keep it all kind of stuck away in here and ready to be able to fill my chickens when needed. We took a pallet that was already full and ended up putting it into storage. I also put all these pallets into storage that were full of butter. So you can see we have 16 pallets of butter and 1 pallet of eggs. So we're just really doing pretty good there. We also got some cows here, I believe. If I take a look at... Yeah, we got a whole new set of cows, 0 months old, which also means that here in about 3 months, we're going to get another 32. So this is going to be producing pretty quickly. We got a whole bunch of manure that we need to get put into the fertilizer maker, the big blue one over there, the Ferty Master. Got to do that. We've got to take all the fertilizer that is squirreled up in here overnight and go ahead and ship that out. As you can see, we have 21,000, and as you can also see, the money has gone up significantly. I way undersold just how much money we're going to get just from the whole process of making the silage and doing all that stuff by generating power and generating methane. I was shocked. Over 70 grand in just that alone. We already took 1 whole load of fertilizer over to the silo there from this machine here. So like I said, we got a bunch of stuff. I also had to lease some equipment here. A little attacher for a front 3-point link on the front of my telehandler here, and a weight, because I fully loaded this thing down. My little telehandler couldn't handle it. It was just doing wheelies all down the road. So I had to improvise, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff we need to do, and we've got 3 baling contracts that we need to work on that are going to make some silage. So whatever overages we're getting, we are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, putting that into the biogas plant, because oh boy, almost $80,000 in just the products sold, just those 2. Plus we're producing a whole bunch of fertilizer from this. I mean, it would be silly not to do something with that. So let's go ahead and do what we got to do, because like I said, this is not going to be a quick process. We've got to really start knuckling down and getting on top of this. So we're going to leave this right here for now. I got to go over and get my bucket. I've got to start loading up the manure. Once the manure's loaded up, we can start that process, get that up and running. Let's see, bucket is right here. And gonna take about 2 1/4 bucket. But yeah, we've got like 60,000 liters of fertilizer already tucked away in the storage. 60,000. I think it's 60,000. Let me double check that, because I don't want to be totally wrong. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nope, it's up. There it is. Oh no, I'm sorry, 40,000, almost 50,000. So whatever load we have here in there that's going to push us up to, pushes up there. So we're getting there. We are getting there, and I mean, probably in the next month or so, we're going to have enough product to be able to start really selling this stuff off and fully utilizing the fertilizer as well as whatever other stuff that we're producing at that time to be able to pay off that loan. I mean, we're already halfway there. So let's get this last chunk in here. Well, second to last chunk. There we go. That's number 2. Last one right here. And once we get the next bunch of animals here, oh, that's something else. Oh, that's something else we got to do. We got to get some bales. We got to get some straw bales because we are starting to run out of straw product here for our cows. You can see we've got, what is it? 9,100 liters of straw and 161 liters of straw pellets. So we're running out very quickly. And we want to keep producing manure. We don't want to, take a backstage to that. And actually, while I'm kind of thinking of it, I should take a look at the animals, just make sure that they're fully fed and stocked up. Cows, they're about half full. I could stand to top them off. Chickens are fine. Sheep are fine. So that is perfect. Let's get this running. Yep, that is going. Alright, so that's going to produce a whole bunch of fertilizer. We're going to get this fertilizer unloaded. We're going to go ahead and we got a lot to do. Lot to do. Lot to do. Oops. There we go. Let's get hooked back up to that front weight kind of contraption I had set up here. Let's see. There we go. Unload. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this up to the shop. Once I get up, or not to the shop, up to the silo. Once I get up to the silo, then we'll be unloading there. Just keep on stacking things up. We'll then set our sights onto getting some hay. I'll come back here to the farm, grab a couple, or grab my round bale tines, and be able to pick up some round bales up at the store. We'll just go ahead and purchase them, outright kind of thing, and just kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend out the weight ever so slightly so as to change this center of gravity, because we are really going to struggle getting around here. So I'm going to cut us out here, cut us back in once we get this unloaded, and get back to the farm. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we are pulling back up here to the farm. I think our one batch of fertilizer that we just started might be approaching done. Let's see what it looks like. Stop right here. Let's see. Storage is empty. Oh yeah, that's still chugging away. Very, very nice. And you can see 69,000 liters of fertilizer right now. That's going to be a huge, huge payout. So now let's go ahead and just park this stuff right here for right now. I will uncouple from the weight. And then let's go and grab our round bale fork there up on top of the hill. Right there. And we'll go get a few bales so we can... Oh, actually, wait a minute. Wait. I need a blower. I need a straw blower. I can't use bales. I forgot about that. Alright, well, I'm going to have to get me a straw blower as well as the bales themselves. So I will go ahead and head up to the shop, grab that, bring it back, and get the straw put in. Alright, I'm approaching the farm here. Got me a couple of bales and a whole trailer load full of straw pellets. So this will work just fine for the cows for quite some time. So let's go ahead and swing this into position. Let's see. No. Let's turn on the help menu. Side right. Straw pellets aren't accepted here. Oh, wait. Okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. I think. I hope. That might... I think I need to be in here. Closed door. Open door. There. Okay. I was scared for a second there. That would have been an absolute disaster of biblical proportions if I wasn't able to unload. Alright, so let's see. How much straw pellets can they handle? Oh, there's no readout for straw pellets. Well, I mean, it's filling up, so it's working. I'm happy with that. And here, let's disconnect from the rear just for a second. We'll load all these bales in there so that way we at least don't have to carry them around. So something like that. Oh man. Well. Wait, what? Did it just take that straw? Oh. I thought it couldn't take bales. When did it start taking bales? Well, that's frustrating. Anywho, let's finish doing this. Get this all full up. Looking good. Oh, and yeah, it is full. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and get that one bale out. I can unload. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I've got a whole bunch of pellets that are left over. At least a full trailer full. About 12,000 liters. Load that. Let's throw this on the ground like so. There. Now you can see straw 23,900 liters and straw pellets 25,000. So it's pretty much full in both capacities. But what if I do this? Look at that. Unload all the straw pellets in here, and then I can just come by later and just use it when I need it. Alright, well, I'm going to finish doing this. I'm going to get everything put away, And then once that's all taken care of, everything's put away, I'm going to take back the equipment, and then we're going to set our sights on the next task, which is likely going to be unloading the one fertilizer spreader, or the fertilizer maker that we have that's now full. So that, I think, is where we're going to be going now. So I will see you over there once everything's all cleaned up. Alright, so we are backing up into place here. And we should... Oh yeah, out of space at 20,000 liters. That's perfect. So this thing is completely full. And it's going to keep producing additional solid fertilizer until it runs out of manure. About 1,000 liters left, as you can see. So it's actually just about done. Might as well just wait for that to finish. How's this looking over here? Oh yeah, that's producing solid fertilizer too. That's awesome. Oh, this is excellent. Alright, so I'm going to wait for this to finish. Once this is finished, I'm going to take all of the fertilizer back up to the train silo, get it staged just like before. As you can see, we still have... let's see, 70. This will put us at about 90,000 liters. That might be worth taking up to sell at this point. That'll be quite a bit of money that we get as a nice little payout. Because you figure, what is it selling for right now? Oh yeah, look at that. Almost $3,000 per 1,000 liters. Where are we? We're in June. Wow, we're actually in one of the lowest months, but there's not really much of a difference. You see 2,845 versus 2,921. The range is negligible at best. So really, sell, not sell, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's just, when do we need cash? And right now, we need cash. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Yes. All right. Yeah, I think that'll be our next stop, is we'll get this to the train silo, we'll rent the train, we will sell, and be good to go from there. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and turn that back off. There. Alright, we will meet you over there. Alright, we are pulling up to the silo. We're going to dump out all the 21,000, almost 22,000 liters here. And then we're going to load into the train, we're going to take it out to sell, and we're going to get paid. Gonna get paid quite a bit of money. I think that it's gonna be right about 300K. There we go. Stop right there. And while that's unloading, we need to turn on the zone markers. So I need to know where the rent point is. Also be nice to know where the train's at, so let's turn that on. And perfect. Now, down. Rent the train. Oof. It's a little ways away. Alright, well, seeing that is the case, let's turn those back off. And I will cut us out here. I'll load everything onto the train. Once everything's loaded, we'll take it off to sell. I'll cut us back in and see what final price we get. Alright, as you can see, we are loading up the train. I think we're going to actually fill up that first train car full. 90,000 liters. We got a little over 91,000 liters of fertilizer. Oh yeah, look at that. First car is full. Let's top it off with the second one here. Not a whole lot, but now it can take off. Let's do this. Oh, this is awesome. I can't wait to see this. Let's get paid. And enjoy some beautiful sights on the way over, too. Because look at that. $255,000. Unfortunately, a negative environmental score of $2,700. Oof, just oof. So, still, $255,000. We could pay off our loan amount now. We have enough to pay it off. And we might, you know what? Leave us $56,000 and not a whole heck of a lot else. I don't know. I need to walk back to the telehandler, go get back to the farm. I'll kind of think about it along the way. We'll meet you back at the farm. I'm back here at the farm. I went ahead and stopped off at the bank and paid off my loan. Quite a bit of money. We have $56,000 left over when everything's said and done. And I stopped and dropped off the weight and the 3-point attacher. The reason why I decided, you know what, it would be okay to just proceed with paying off the loan and all that. The reason I decided it was okay is because I have 3 silage contracts. And I'm going to get a lot of leftovers from those contracts. I'm going to be able to feed the biogas plant with a whole bunch of silage. And yeah, we're going to be paid by the power and methane. So yeah, we're going to be in good shape. We're going to be just fine. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. So I'm going to cut out here, go collect the equipment, and go from there. All right, so I have picked up the tractor here as well as the mower. And nice thing is that the person who owns this set of equipment said I could use this equipment for all 3 contracts. He's good friends with the other owners, and he said that they just kind of swap back and forth as to who mows whose field with whose equipment. So it's nothing outside the normal for them. So it kind of works out for me because it just means I get one set of equipment for everything. So let's turn that on. And we want to get as much grass off of here as possible. So we're going to be getting right up to and including the most outer perimeters of the border of the field here. So I'm going to mow this field, then set my sights on to the next, and to the next, so on and so forth, until we get everything mowed. Once we get everything mowed, we will then move on to baling. So I will cut us out now, cut us back in as soon as everything is done. 3 fields are mowed, which means we can set our sights to baling. Holy smokes. This is going to be a big amount of bales. We're going to have to go back and forth, load everything to the sell points. Whew, it's going to be a lot of work. So let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling with this, because we're going to have to spend a lot of time doing it. But I'm just going to go ahead and cut us out here, and I'll cut us back in as soon as all the bales have been taken to their various sell points, and we'll pick it back up once we can take our leftovers over to the biogas. I have a feeling that it's going to be quite a bit of leftovers, but we'll see you in a while. All right, so I have finished all 3 of these contracts. This is just the first trailer load that I have left over after completing said contracts. So let's work on getting all these into the biogas plant, because why not? We've got tons and tons and tons at the farm. We don't need anything. We are just gonna take as much as the biogas will let us take. And did that just pump it full? Let's see. Up here at the top. Oh, yes, it did. Look at that. We still have 9 bales left over. Holy smokes. That is awesome. Those 3 contracts just completely filled it up. Oh, and boop. And we got plenty of leftovers, so I'm gonna go pick them up. Gonna pick them up, gonna go ahead and take the rest back to the farm, because why not? And yeah, kind of go from there. I will meet you back at the farm once everything is done. Wow, just 150,000, and we have some left over. That's incredible. Incredible. All right, but I'll stop crowing and go ahead and get back to work. All right, so as you can see, I have returned some of the equipment. The rest of it is still being used at the moment. And wow, just absolutely wow. Not only did we fill up 150,000 liter biogas, but now we have 16 additional bales. Let's get these back to the farm and we'll pick it up from there. All right, pulling in here to the farm. Oh man, 16 additional bales plus the bales that we already have on hand. Let's go ahead and pull in. Like so. Let's see what we got here. So 16 and 66. So there it goes. Oh, there was a bunch of little bales here and there, but 73 total 7,500 liter bales. That's awesome. That is just absolutely fantastic. And this should have been chugging away this whole time that we've been out in the fields and working. Already have 500 liters of fertilizer. This is going to be filling up with all the other various parts, with slurry, with stone. We are going to have to figure out some means of getting stones, because this is just not keeping up with our demand for stones. But all in all, we are looking really good right now. And I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here and figure out some next steps, because let's see, we got the cows. Yeah, we got to take a moment and figure some things out. Actually, no, wait. First, I need to return the equipment. That's right. Let's return the equipment. Let's collect on the money and kind of go from there. So I will, let's see, take this stuff back and get paid. So I got all the equipment back, and now I'm here at the farm. I want to go ahead and start working on getting the butter taken care of. We've got 16 pallets of butter. I can sell that off, and I can make a little bit of money, which would be very helpful at this point because we're now at almost $100,000 in the black at this point. You know, we paid off all that big old loan that we had, the $400,000, and we can really use just additional stores of cash wherever we can get it, because we can now start setting our sights on, you know, once we start getting some money from all the fertilizers and all that stuff, actual like dispensable income. I'll be able to start looking into actually getting some equipment here around the farm. You know, more than just a telehandler. I mean, this telehandler's been working out perfectly, but it's got almost 13 hours of work on it. So, gonna switch this over to a flat deck trailer so I can take all the pallets from here and sell them off. It's, you know, obviously not going to be a ton, but it's going to be certainly better than nothing. So we want a flatbed. There we go. And now we pull this forward just a ways, just like that. And now I should be able to just unload all the butter, just like so. Now if I'm careful, I should be able to slap these on pretty quickly. Alright, we only got a few more of these pallets left. Once we get these all loaded up, we'll grab the eggs as well. Figure, might as well get rid of them too. Let's see, 5 more. Whoa. Then we'll be able to see what we get out of all this butter. one more box of butter. There we go. Let's grab the eggs as well. Oh, there it is. One pallet of eggs. There we go. Now let's take off. Actually, we got to figure out where we're going with these. So we got butter and we got eggs. There's eggs. Let's see. Bakery. Bakery is the best here. What about the butter? Oh, wow. So that is actually a pretty significant difference. So it's actually just this little grocery store just out behind our farm here. So let's go ahead and head over there. We'll just take everything over there because the price difference between the eggs is just negligible, and we'll be able to just kind of make it all in one trip. So I believe if I'm thinking of the sell point properly, I'm pretty sure it's this sell point just around the corner here. So just follow this around, past a beautiful church. And I think it's tucked away in here. Yes. Okay, it was. There we go. Everything is sold off. Now we have almost $120,000 in the account. So roughly about 20-ish grand, give or take. I think that's pretty good, all things considered. But let's see. Head back to the farm. We'll drop off our... Whoa. Four-wheel steer at full speed is not a smart idea. There we go. So, let me think. What else is needed at the farm? I'm pretty sure we're pretty much wrapped up from here because you figure we got all the fertilizer unloaded. We paid off our loan. I mean, we paid it off flat out. Like, I'm thrilled that it got done in that little amount of time. We got a whole bunch of pellets left over now. We can put those in when the straw comes needing to be updated. I mean, we got more cows. We've got processes that are feeding other processes. We got the sugar beets that's feeding over to the biogas plant, which is producing stones, which is producing slurry. That's also feeding the biogas plant. Something else we... Actually, you know what? How much slurry do we have? Okay, yeah, so we'll have to figure out something to do with all that slurry, but I mean, we've got processes that are feeding other processes, and it's just reinforcing one after another and after another. And you've got this one here, you know, already has 500 liters of solid fertilizer. This one is just waiting for the manure to be put in. But I mean, all in all, it's working out great. We're really doing fantastic work getting money into the farm, and we're just going to be working on trying to start to get some equipment, because this telehandler, again, it's working out great. It's working very, very well. But now that we have something that's actually going to be consistently generating income, especially the biogas plant, which is going to be bringing in, you know, a fair bit of money because of the power and the methane that it generates. Yeah, we ought to be able to really start buckling down and getting some stuff done. And you can see here we even got another contract for silage, so that's definitely going to have to be done. But you can see this is already pumped out almost over 1,000 liters. It's now working on its second 1,000 liters. It's got digestate that's stacking up. It's building up power. I mean, all in all, we're doing great. Things are starting to really trend in the right direction. That $400,000 loan really helped, like, kind of launch us into the next level of the farm here. So I'm very, very excited to see where things kind of pick up and go from here. But all that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.